Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the next big hitter interview. Today we got a real big hitter again, as usual, but his name is Travis, and it's Petelle, right?
Hell yeah.
Petelle, okay. I try and get people to say my last name when I kill their last name, because they can't. I had another guy on Nishant, and
Yeah.
he bet me $50 I couldn't say his name, and I bet him $100
Yeah.
that he couldn't say mine, so I won.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't say his either,
Nice.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So how are things, Travis? How you doing?
Going well, man. It's a good day. Getting the week started, cranking along.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we're gonna dive right in. The people that have watched these before know that we've got 10 questions. We can cover anything else as we go along. I want everybody to enjoy it. And I try and keep these things to about 20 minutes, like I was telling you earlier, just so that we keep their attention, because I know I have no attention span at all. I jump around all the
Right.
time. So, and I know you're a busy guy. I'm a busy guy, so let's dive right in here. Question number one. For those that don't know, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been at this, and what you do online.
Cool. Yeah. Well, my name's Travis Petelle, like mentioned. Started jumping into the online market around 8 to 10 years ago when I was a personal trainer just out of college. Got 2 degrees in the fitness and health market, and really was looking for ways to find new clients and expand the knowledge. Just have more reach, be able to reach more people, find more clients for my personal training, freelancing. And that kind of opened the doors to what the internet offers. Started taking the workouts and nutrition ideas and the knowledge I had there, turning them to digital products like ebooks and video series. And that opened up that door of the internet marketing field. And this kind of all started the avalanche that's kind of happened over the past 8 years here that has gone from, personal training, just finding local new 1 or 2 clients a month, to being able to do digital products, leading into where now we're heavily into e-commerce and Shopify, drop shipping, and physical arbitrage, across the board, really expanding our knowledge and our marketing tips to every business and every market out there. So that's really where we are now after these 8 years, kind of helping others do the same success, have the same techniques and principles in play with their business, as we're also running our e-commerce, doing our digital marketing, and all of those things. So that's pretty much my summarized story there.
Awesome, cool, and yeah, you do help a lot of people. I know your kingpinning group on Facebook is one that I visit that all the time because I always get motivation, and there's a lot of great people in there. I suggest everybody join it if you're not in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so question two: what is considered a great day for you?
Yeah, it's a good question. Great day is, accomplishing a lot. So my entire business and conglomerate business is called MB3, and this really stands for a formula to happiness that I came up with years ago because I was in the struggle. I was in the down period trying to do the entrepreneurial grind, and MB3 stands for mind, body, bank, and babes. So those 4 areas, those categories are what my personal formula was at the time to be happy. And so that's what I started to focus on every day. I started to take time each day to really expand in each of those areas of my life. And that, 5, 6 years later, that is what created the MB3 LLC business we do now. That's the conglomerate of everything. So a great day to me is really fulfilling all of those areas, not only having super success with business, waking up early, just getting the day started right, where I'm off to a great start. I work out early. I read my hour in the day. I get my meditation in. I get all of these different, hobbies and things that I like to do outside of just making money and having success with business, and accomplish those throughout the day. So I consider that a great day. When I come in and it's noon and all of my work is pretty much done, I've done more than anyone else that's been up that day so far. That's a good start to the first half of the day. Then we start working with, family and friends. We go work on our body and our health and just kind of live out that formula for happiness is what I would consider a great day for me. And then of course, if, we do huge money too, that's always nice.
Well, that will bring in the babes too.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably, yeah,
exactly.
right on. That's awesome. I didn't know the last B was babes. I knew the
I've
first
been
one.
trying. It's a little weird because going to the masses, the babes part can be thought of very chauvinistic. So I've been trying to think of how to display that to, everyone out in the market as we expand beyond internet marketing and stuff.
I like it. I would keep it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, so as you and I know, like a lot of people that try this tend to give up. They try and they throw one thing out there and then it doesn't work and then they quit. But
Right.
can you tell us about a time when you almost gave up, how you felt about that, and what you did instead?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, pretty much the entire entrepreneur journey is going to be ups and downs, bumps in the road that everything kind of falls apart. Even when things are going really well, it's just kind of part of being an entrepreneur and leading and running the businesses like we do. There's quite a few instances where I made a bad hire, a bad investment. I tried out campaigns and niches or business ideas that just kind of completely failed. And then you come to a decision where you need to either fix that problem, or just take the loss of the investment you did. So, I mean, just one kind of example that happened. I was actually just writing content on the past year. I call it the year in the life of a Shopify store. And it's pretty much going through all the ups and downs of my first Shopify store over a 12-month period. And in that data that I was looking at, you can literally see ups and down waves happening. And every single one of those bumps are one of these situations that happened where we might have had a gap in the system and we had to fill that, or else the system would have been done. I might have made a bad hire and it was just kind of losing money every day, and it was also affecting everyone else in the company. So these are things that are going to happen through your entrepreneur journey. And really the key is knowing your focus, knowing what you're building, knowing what you're going after. Because if you don't know that, if you don't know the end goal of what you're really building with your business, then a failed attempt, a failed campaign, something that doesn't work you're not going to have any drive to make it past that bump. And you're probably going to bounce out to another idea or another business plan until something works for you. So if you know that end goal and you know what you're really going to in the end, whereas I said, my goal is MB3, that formula is not only for me, I've accomplished that happiness in myself. Now it's about sharing that with others, everyone out there in the world, having them accomplish the same happiness. So that's my end goal in all of those areas. So I know when something fails for me, if I have my 19th store, has a bad month, or our campaigns are all crashing, that's okay, because I know the end goal is fighting past that and figuring out what the problem is, and just kind of moving forward at every moment. And the more you know what path you're on, the easier that feeling of giving up will not be there.
Yeah, that's great advice. Absolutely. You have to know where you're going so that you
Exactly.
can, you're going to hit bumps on the road. You're going to go on the roller coaster. Everybody does, but you have to get through it. Absolutely. Okay. Question number 4. Do you have a team working with you? And tell us about them and what they do.
Yeah, definitely. Team building is one of the biggest things I put into play here over the past year of my business. You only have so much time and only so much work and expertise that you can handle yourself. And the only way to scale and grow at a certain point is you have to have folks coming in and doing those pieces. Now with MB3, like I said, I'm doing the e-commerce with Shopify stores. I'm also doing kingpinning and training. We're doing some other funnels out there, just selling random things. Also jumping into service markets where I'm going to start offering marketing to local businesses, Fortune 500s, those type of things. So with all these business plans going, you have to have those teams in place to handle each of the pieces. Now, right now, our main team system is all around the Shopify and the e-commerce, where I have an in-house office here. I'm in my office in the conference room, and we have 4 or 5 here that work in-house. Handling social media strategists is one. We have a content director who does all our emails and our blog posts. We have an operations director, which is pretty much the project manager over all these. We have customer support director, which handles all our customer support, our phone lines. We have fulfillment pieces in place. We have customer support agents. We do a lot of custom designs as well. So we have a ton of graphic designers and a ton of VAs as well, virtual assistants. And it started with just one hire, that one person to kind of handle that everyday process that I was doing over and over again. And then from there, we were able to kind of systemize what happens every day, what happens every month, what happens every week, and be able to look at that in different team departments. And we just started hiring one piece at a time to where now we have, I think like 9, 10 people on staff across the board who are full-time just cranking out our Shopify stuff. And then now we're moving into the kingpinning side, hiring the next pieces we need to add into the the team, which is in my case, I needed an ad director. We're going with a videographer to start doing those high-end video products and, you know, different pieces like that. So team is super important, very, very powerful piece of my business for sure.
Right on. So, and just as a follow-up, what works better? Is it in-house or remote for a worker?
Now, it really is going to depend on how you want to have your business. A lot of people in this industry, the internet marketing industry, definitely disagree with my system of in-house hires. They like to go virtual assistants and go remote hires. If you're hiring overseas, you're hiring remote, you usually can find, you know, better priced employees. You don't have a lot of the tax things that come into play and the legal insurance that you have to start paying. All my employees in-house here, we have to start providing insurance. We have W-2s, you know, and you have to purchase an office and all of that stuff that comes into play. Now, the reason I'm building an in-house team is because I'm trying to make a staple business of Nashville. I'm located in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm trying to make moves with the governor and the mayor and those type of pieces. So I'm providing a lot of value and a lot of money and services to the actual town of the city of Nashville. And that's kind of the idea of the in-house team here, as well as, like, I'm not very good at communicating online when I have orders or directions. I'd rather you be sitting across from me so I can just say it. Whereas if it's on a Skype chat, I'll lose track of it. Just going from here to Skype, a Facebook message might pop up, or someone might hit me up somewhere else or call me. So that little second of time taking me away can sometimes hinder my remote employee status. And that's why I hired the project director, so that he can start to manage a lot of my remote guys for me as I just kind of relay orders to him just sitting across the room.
Right on.
So.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I've done the remote and I've never had success with it, but that's because I don't have a project manager to do that for me.
Right.
So I think the in-house is the way to go. I think you get better quality and it's a real job, and they're not there like just getting paid for doing nothing. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, the MB3 deal, it's a like I said, a formula. So my employees need to adopt that mentality, you know. So in-house makes that happen a lot easier, because we can have our team meetings and we can talk about it and they can feel the vibe of what's happening in the business here.
Right on. Okay. And then just kind of getting back to like people that are new and kind of struggling a bit, how would somebody go from nothing to 100 to 1,000 to 10,000 per day in your opinion?
Yeah. Okay. So first $100 a day. First key is going to be finding that product, that offer, that whatever you have to give to the public that they're going to want to bite on right now. So if we're in the e-commerce world, for example, we're looking for what type of products are going to sell to our passion niche. If you're in the cow niche, like I am, for example, you're looking for that cow product, that cow design that's going to take off. So your entire goal is looking for the product. Product is everything for those first sales. And, you know, a lot of people start to worry about a lot of the advanced stuff at this point, when that's not really necessary until you're making those first sales. Once you find that initial product that's going to give you some playroom, this is when you can start to really look into traffic avenues and traffic sources to hit that $1,000 per day. Once you've made that first sale, those first two sales, that first $100 day, then you can start to look into expanding on, is it Facebook traffic you're using, or do you want to expand to Twitter and Pinterest and all the other social media? Do you want to start doing blogging? And because you have a product you know sells, then it's just about reaching out to more people. And then taking it from 1,000 to 10,000 per day, that's going to require you to either really expand, scale up what you're doing traffic-wise, but more than likely it's going to come down to that team element. You're going to have to systemize what you're doing day to day. You're going to have to put people in place to be able to handle those day-to-day tasks so that you can have $1,000 go to $10,000 a day. If you're selling $10,000 a day of t-shirts, for example, that's a ton of customer support going out. That's a ton of fulfillment that even if you're a one-man show, you would not be able to hit $10,000 a day. Maybe sales-wise you would, but you would have so much backup in the other departments that you'd have to have those teams in play. So $100 a day, all about that product. Find your first winner, only focus on giving people what they want. $1,000 per day, ramping up on the traffic sources, looking into how to make the assets and the leads that you generated from the first $100 and make more from that on the back end, and what you can do with those audiences. And then going from 1,000 to 10,000 is all about systemizing, scaling, and getting those people in play.
Absolutely. I agree. Good stuff. Okay, just shifting gears to, we're talking about kind of Facebook ads because that's what everybody seems to love so much. What is your favorite type of ad to run and why?
Well, I'd say the majority of the ads we're running are website conversion, just straight product promotion ads, hitting those impulse buys. After with Facebook ads, like you guys know, hitting that optimized pixel range, kind of giving Facebook enough data so they can kind of find the markets for you. Now, recently, my favorite ads have been video ads, mostly because they're getting really good costs on Facebook. They're getting a lot of interaction. There's not ad blindness for ads. And if you do a really well done video ad, you can have people interacting and going viral with just that video for no reason, kind of bringing in that brand name, that authority, as well as that quality traffic. So right now, my favorite ads are to do a video. It can be maybe a demonstration video where I'm showing how to use the product, and then we lead into the product page. Or I'll do a video that's very fun and playful and viral, and this leads into content or more that goes into a storytelling, storyboard type of action. And this leads into products and lead generation from there. And the great thing with videos as well with Facebook is they will create those custom audiences that we can use of people who have viewed just a few seconds or viewed 95%. And that just really, those audiences grow very quickly when you have a good video.
Right on. That's cool. Yeah, videos they're taking off and they're super cheap.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just getting back to the store and the e-commerce side, how many products are you launching approximately each week? And tell us about how you launch them and test them.
Cool. Yeah, products, we were launching a lot more in the previous months, especially last year. We were doing, a good 10 plus a day, 10 to 20 a day is what we were launching. Now we're in a lot of niches, general stores, multiple stores going. So thinking about just the single store, we'd go about 10 plus launches per day was the idea. And we're doing custom merchandise, so it's easy to do new designs every day instead of having to find new physical products. But when we're launching these new products, it depends, if it's a brand new niche we're jumping into, like I said, the whole goal is to find the product. The first product's gonna be a winner. Product is everything. And this will allow us to start to spend money on something we know is gonna sell and deliver some data. Now, right now, I'm doing, our advertising budgets and the way we're starting our ads have changed a little bit here over the past few months, especially the past month or two, with Facebook always updating their algorithm, always updating their system. And right now is a key point of that. But we've started to do much higher budgets. We were doing a low drip budget system where every new launch, we would go with our best estimated guest interest, and then we'd do a $5 a day drip budget just to let it run for a week, let Facebook kind of send a little bit of traffic here and there. Recently, I've been upping our budget, spending a lot more money, starting at $50 a day budgets. Same type of ads, same setup, everything's the same except for those budgets, just so that we have more and more traffic coming in. It seems to be allowing Facebook to optimize a little bit better. So we've cut down our launches because of that. Instead of going, if we launched 10 products last year a day, that would add $50 a day to our ad spend. But now if I launch 10 products a day, it would add $500 a day to my ad spend. So we had to kind of cut down on the quality of the products we're doing, focus on the niches we know are going to really take off, and not do such a system of throwing as much as we can on the wall and seeing what sticks. We're really more about, let's find that data now.
Right on. Yeah, and I think the key there is, you said the product is the key. You could have the no Facebook ad skills at all and have a great product, and you could launch the worst campaign and it'll work.
It's just, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right. Where are we? Okay. Well, we're just under 20 minutes. We got a couple more questions, so let's fire away.
No problem, man.
So this is kind of, I like to get people's opinion on this. I think I know the answer, but why do you think people struggle to make money online?
Yeah, there's really so many answers to that for sure. When you're first starting out, there's information overload all over the place. So obviously you're going to see so many things that are working for others, and everything is a hopeful kind of string or rope hanging there that you want to dive and grab onto. So you're bouncing around from too many campaigns, too many ideas, too many techniques and styles, and you don't know that end goal. Again, I was with my business, even when we started making money with what I was doing, Nothing was focused, nothing was growing, nothing was really moving forward in the life front because I didn't know that end goal. MB3 hadn't really materialized as far as a business plan at that point, and it was just let's make some money here and there. And when that's your focus, when money's just your focus, when comfort is just your focus, you're really kind of just reaching out for strings. So it's key to know what you're moving towards, what your goals are, what this drive of being an entrepreneur really is pushing you so that you can utilize that and focus in on something that's working for you. I mean, the key is really find that person that you want to be like, the system, the business that you see someone else has out there that you want to have, and then just really look and mimic what they do, learn from them, reach out to them, ask them questions, and follow that plan. Focus on one thing, because every one of these systems out there, doesn't matter what you're selling, how you're selling, it's really the exact same business principles in play. You know, you're always providing value, you're always fixing the system, you're always putting the customer first. It's just following basic business principles and then understanding what it is that you want to build so that you can put those principles into play with that.
Absolutely. Great advice. Okay. Just getting to an easy question for you here. And we're not dating or anything. My girlfriend, I'm sure you have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but what's your superpower or your spirit animal? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just, there we go.
Yeah, well, my superpower, I'd have to say, is just kind of understanding I guess not understanding, I'd say more, I'm very aware of my surroundings and how people are feeling. I mean, in school, I was an avid athlete, and I was a quarterback, and one thing that always really out my ability with being in that position was my awareness of the field. You know, I could see what's going on at all times, and I've been able to kind of relate this to how I see other people react to certain things. I'm very aware, and I'm very in tune very much on certain emotions and feelings. So I guess my superpower in the sense of what marketing and doing this entrepreneur thing is just kind of that understanding of the emotions within someone and why those emotions are coming up. And then this kind of can be used, manipulated, whatever word you want to use, to be able to provide the right message to that audience member to fix the problem that they're having inside.
Right on.
That's my superpower. Spirit animal, I'd have to go with like a eagle with the body of a lion.
I don't even know what you'd call that. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, like the half griffin, opposite griffin.
Oh yeah, okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. No, that's cool. And so were you a quarterback? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we are at question 10, and then we're going to wrap up here very shortly. And so just kind of, what are your goals for the next 6 months?
Oh, yeah. I mean, pretty much expanding on everything we've got going this year. 2016 has been big on focusing on our brands, focusing on the products we were last year, like I said, throwing along the wall and expanding rapidly, trying to rinse and repeat the system we're doing over and over and over again in multiple stores and brands. But notice that really focus is key. Again, like I've been mentioning a lot in this interview. So our goals for the next 6 months are going. We have a few good stores that are rocking, really getting those dialed in, getting some back end reoccurring offers going, getting some new products that are high end and uniquely branded with us. And then on the, beyond the e-com side of that, we're starting to really grow the Kingpinning brand, getting the training material in 3, 6, 4 months from now. In the plan is we're opening up that service deal where we're hiring on sales staff, we're hiring on some marketing, kind of what I'm calling JV consultants, some junior consultants to come on, and they'll kind of act like that consultant side of things. So we have a lot going in the next 6 months, really just focusing on that MB3 working for us now, though.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Anything we missed? So if we missed anything you wanted to add, events coming up, courses, products, where can we find you online?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just check out kingpinning.com, or a Facebook group, facebook.com/group/kingpinning. That is what our focus is now. We've got a lot of great information going there, a lot of great stuff coming that will be kind of expanding on what's working for us. So love anyone who's interested in this entrepreneur, dominate the world type of feel.
Very cool. All right. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Love your input, and thanks for taking time with us today. And I guess we'll leave it at that. We just hit 25 minutes, but that's okay. That's better than a couple hours here. All right, man. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, appreciate it. And good stuff. Deb, I'll broadcast it.
Right on. I will do that. Have a great day.
Sweet.